Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Welcome to another blog. But I want to talk about something very intimate to myself, very personal. Have you ever mourned an unlived version of yourself? Yeah, that's me. Let's talk about it. So we're back, and here's the quiet truth that most people won't say out loud. That back then, in our youth, we didn't have the same resources, nor the safety, the self-awareness, the emotional bandwidth that we do have now. And sometimes we forget that we come from a whole different generation. I remember wanting so much to be in a relationship, and then every time I got into one, I would lose pieces of myself. From the breakups to the heartache to the doubting myself, questioning myself, losing myself. I found myself losing myself in my marriage, the marriage now. And I lived vicariously through my husband, his happiness, riding on the truck with him and not have to think about what I thought I wasn't successful in, or what I thought I didn't achieve, and those things that really hurt me and bother me, the things that I'm insecure about. I didn't have to think about that because I had my Superman carrying all this weight, and I'm riding with him just giddy like a little kid, like a little girl that just got her first new pair of shoes, patent leather, and pretty dress for Sunday service. And literally that's how I rode on the truck. Being a stay-at-home wife can be incredibly isolating, especially when your partner is mobile and his atmosphere is changing constantly and yours is staying the same. Same routine, same coffee, same walking to the window, opening the blinds. But over the road, you're in a different place every day. It's incredible. I miss it sometimes, but I don't miss the heartache of not being able to go to the restroom when I need to, or not being able to take a shower when I need to, and not being able to get a quiet, nice rest. The things sometimes most people take for granted. That road life, it is not easy. And I'll talk about that in another one of my vlogs, but let's stay on subject. So now I'm still, and stillness has a way of amplifying thoughts. Even sometimes depressing thoughts, self-worth thoughts, lonely thoughts. And not lonely in the sense of I need another man. In the sense of, who am I? What am I going to do without him? Like, when I was with him, and now what am I going to do with all this time? That's a lot. So I lost my identity. And it is nothing that my husband did. This is me, all me. Because I tend to get attached to whatever lifestyle I'm in. I go all in, and I forget that, guys, I need happiness too. Even being a mother, a grandmother, I dedicate my life to my children and my grandchildren. And sometimes I get overwhelmed with them just being around. If the noise gets too loud, if the conversations are going from one thing to the next, because it's a lot, it's a lot. And sometimes I have to just remember that this is life. You had these kids and now they're adults, and they all have these different wonderful personalities. And I have to tell myself to relax because I was once their age. But back to the subject again. So in those moments of isolation, with the thoughts amplifying, the depression, the loneliness, the self-worth questioning, the self-awareness questioning, all these questions running through my mind that, who am I? Why am I here? What do I do when I'm not with him? It gets quiet. So I start seeking validation outside of myself. And most times when a person seeks validation outside of themselves, it's because they've had to put other things before them and not themselves. Most of the times that's a trauma response. And if you know about trauma, I'm your friend. But let's save that for another vlog. So in also seeking self-validation, you start to adapt instead of choose. Or you're surviving instead of dreaming or living because you had to. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow. That I was actually seeking validation from others. People that even I consider a friend. Seeking approval, wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted. Here I am, realizing all of this when it got quiet around me. And I realized that I had some self-worth issues that had nothing to do with my husband. Yes, I was healed from the heartbreak of relationships before. I didn't come into the relationship toxic and having all these issues, but the battles I had were within me. And I made good choices not to take that out on anyone, but it's just as bad when you take those things out on yourself. Self-inflicted pain is about as worse as someone inflicting the pain. Do anybody understand where I'm coming from? The moment I realized, this is the moment of realization, I'm here. So what are you going to do with yourself, Felicia? How are you going to find your happiness or rediscover it? What are the things that you love about yourself? What are the things that make you smile? Who are the people that make you smile? You can't live the rest of your life trying to make others happy, trying to get approval from others, trying to seek approval from others. You have to find yourself. You have to find what makes you happy outside of your partner, outside of your husband, outside of your wife. It's so important because then when you come together, it's such a beautiful reunion. It's such a beautiful, amazing thing that happens because no one is insecure. No one is trying to seek validation. You're just coming together and loving one another. That's powerful. And then that's when the healing comes along. So I begin to heal and say, you know what? I chose to be here. I chose to take some time to myself. Not saying I won't ever be out there with him again, but right now it's not good for my health, my physical health or my mental health. That's his job. It's not mine. I stopped worrying about what friends I lost. I gave up on that because the ones that are here now are the ones that's supposed to be here. That's so important that we realize people that walked away were not for us. We lost our identity in them. That's powerful. You can lose identity in friendships because you begin to give and give and give. And they take and take and take. So we must learn to rediscover ourselves without guilt, without pressure. You understand? That is so important. To just rediscover yourself without guilt or pressure. Even at this age of 57, almost 60. Sounds so funny to say that. To find your happiness, not dependent on someone's approval or mood or presence or acceptance. Acceptance is powerful. So powerful. Is this mic on? Do I need to say that again? Finding happiness that doesn't depend on someone's approval, acceptance, or presence. That is mind-blowing, and that's where I am now. And it's so freeing. People talk about and compliment my smile all the time. I'm really, truly happy. And I used to only could say that when I was with my man. But I'm happy. So let's finally, in ending this, say that you did stop loving them. You started loving yourself too. So let's end this on a happy note. You're not ceasing to love anyone. You're not giving up on the relationship. You're not walking away, but you're choosing to love yourself first. Love yourself first. Put yourself first, because even if you are a mom and you have small children, if you're no good to yourself, you're definitely no good to your babies. Take care of your mental health. Set boundaries, even with loved ones. Set boundaries. I have boundaries with my husband. He has boundaries with me. We both have boundaries. You have to have boundaries in relationships. It's just some things I'm just not going to tolerate. And some things I just don't want to deal with. And we talked about that before. We said, I do. And that's another subject. Talking about what you do and what you don't want in a relationship before you actually do the relationship. But today has been a wonderful day. I got a chance to express some things that I've been thinking about. And I hope that this vlog, this talk in some way has inspired you, blessed you to really think about, are you at a place of happiness by yourself? Is it time to rediscover that? Is it time to reevaluate your life circumstances and choose you? So I would like to say today, let today be the first day that you choose yourself. Thanks for being here.